Right now, the perception is that these are revenue-enhancing cameras for local governments. That was never the intent.
The intent of photo radar, Republican State Senator Byron Pelton says, is different.
Basically, these are safety cameras, so you're trying to change behavior.
But our months-long investigation into interpretations of the photo radar law has raised some questions about that motive.
We're going to clamp down on the loopholes.
Pelton and Democratic State Senator Matt Ball will introduce a new bill later this week to do just that.
I want us to find something that works, but something that municipalities and counties use because they actually want to control the speed, not because they're trying to raise revenue.
Their bill is in response to our stories.
All the great reporting you've done.
Like in November, when we found the town of Kersey disregarding its own rules for photo radar, issuing huge tickets.
And I was like, $340?
To drivers clocked 25 over or more in this spot where the speed limit goes from 65 to 45 in less than a quarter of a mile. Kersey said the current confusing state law didn't give them guidance on what to do with excessive speeding, so they charged the bigger fine. This new bill creates a fine of $125 for 25 plus over the speed limit.
Saying, hey, you went really fast through here, you should get a penalty for this, but we're not trying to make it a criminal charge by being handed out by a machine.
Another issue, warnings. The current state law says only warnings may be issued for the first 30 days the system is in operation. Our reporting found Kersey and other communities not sending drivers any actual warnings, essentially just doing photo radar target practice for 30 days.
Statute's being interpreted as that physical or mailed out warnings do not have to be issued to the person.
The new bill would require police departments to mail warnings to drivers who broke the law.
The whole point behind a warning, right, is like the person knows that they broke the law, and if they do it again, there's going to be consequences.
And finally, their bill clears up how a vendor gets paid. Current state law says they can't be compensated by how many tickets are issued, but we found one company billing by the hour instead with a promise.
How we calculate the hours rendered is based on the citations issued. So that's the way for me to explain it to you. It's always going to be at $14 per citation.
We're saying that you have to charge a flat fee, not hourly rates, not per ticket, that sort of thing. It's just a flat fee.
Far as notice, this bill would also require a town to post on their social media site to say a camera is coming, not just the website, and to put up signs in the area warning people about the same thing in those 30 days. Obviously, all of this is subject to change as the legislative process works through. I'm Steve Stager. Steve on your side, 9 News.
But if you ever wanted to know why Steve's reporting is so important, this is just one of the reasons. Steve, people will watch this, they'll watch your piece, they'll see the numbers, they'll go, I don't know if that's really going to affect me, but tell people at home why this kind of thing will or could affect them.
Well, you know, if you're driving through the town of Kersey or you're driving through any other town, now you'll get a lot more notice potentially down the road here. I would assume that's going to be something that a lot of lawmakers wouldn't argue about, is giving people notice that something is coming, especially since these cameras are supposed to be particularly to change people's behavior, not to punish them, not to make money for a town. That seems like an easy change. And then that warning, boy, wouldn't it be nice to get a warning before you get a big nasty ticket? I think that's what one potential change that could possibly happen that people could really feel.
Well done, Steve.
Look
at him. I know. We need a Steve Stager Day here in Colorado.
Steve, what you're asking for is what happens in every other business.
I know.
You get a warning
just a
before
warning
you get
right
punished.
ahead of time. Wouldn't that be nice?
All right, Steve, thanks.
Yep.